Hello, students. Continuing our discussion on password cracking, the first means or the first approach we are going to discuss today, and this is the first step which you should think about while cracking a password. And social engineering is a term which you must have heard about in different contexts. So today we are going to discuss it in the context of a forensic investigation, in particular in regard to the cracking of passwords, how you can exploit social engineering means to find out or derive a password. So what do we mean by social engineering means, right? Social is the social aspects which are there, and engineering is the tricks and techniques which we can use as engineers to dig out the information that we need. The best way to crack a password while investigating an evidence is to directly ask for it. So this might sound like very stupid also, but this is one of the best means to do that. You can actually ask the person, maybe the person is a victim or the person is a culprit, and if the person is available, many a times the person will not be available to you, right? But if the person is available, you should directly choose to ask the person that just tell me what the password for the system is, instead of just wasting unnecessary resources for the same. And a lot of time people are going to tell you about the password because of the authority which you have, because you're speaking from the place of an investigator. So once you ask that, and maybe you get it, maybe you don't get it. If you don't get it, then you move on to the next social engineering steps. So the first step is within the social engineering aspect is to directly ask, but if you are not getting answers from there, then you have to dig into other means, and that other means includes taking into account the different pictures which are there in the environment. And as a standard practice, like when you are seizing evidence, it is a standard practice to take pictures of the environment. So if a user is working at a workstation, you will find multiple images, or maybe some objects. You might find some books, you might find the movies which the person watches. All of these things, they really help in tailoring down the search. Supposedly you have acquired evidence of a person who is Russian, so you will know that the password might be Russian in language. It might not be English, it might not be Hindi. Maybe you find a person who is more around Hindi, then you will know that the password might be in Hindi, maybe some metaphor, maybe some related thing. You will not search the French language passwords for that person, right? So social engineering actually talks about the social aspects, about the information which is socially available. And as individuals, as students, I would ask you to think about your own passwords as well, right? A lot of time I witness students who come to me and who will ask me, ma'am, what is your birthday? And I won't tell them. Reason being they might use it to decrypt my own password. What if my password is set as Sarishma @ so and so password? Possible, that is possible, right? And a lot of times people do that in order to remember it, in order to just keep it into their minds, because we have a lot of passwords to manage, right? A lot of platforms to look forward to. So these numbers are very, very important. Sometimes people use their anniversary dates as passwords. Many a times you would have seen, like your parents as well, and you as well, your ATM pins, your debit card pins, your credit card pins, all of those numbers are 4-digit numbers, and you set it to maybe a person who is born on 15th of August, so you will write it 1508. A person who is born on 15th of August 1990, you will write 151594 or 9415. So if you have any sort of that particular detail, it is very easy to try different combinations. तो आपको hit जल्दी मिल जाएगा, right? Instead of just randomly guessing and randomly hitting the system with passwords, if you have any information with respect to the social engineering aspect, if you dig into the social aspects of that victim or culprit, you can find information which can make the password cracking easier for you, right? So if the person is not cooperating or anything, then the next strategy is to dig up the environment and the external environment. In most cases, the passwords are a combination of date of birth, the children's name, dog's name, boy or girlfriend's name, anniversary year, or something even more interesting. So many a times people make this mistake. They will use their family members as their password. They will use particular details as their password, their pet's name, their pet's details, and many a times cases are also solved. They are very interesting cases. If you want to read about them, let me know. people have cracked by this guessing that maybe this is the password, maybe the dog's name is the password, and the victim is going to think, or the culprit is going to think, that I'm very smart कि मेरे कुत्ते का नाम थोड़ी guess करेंगे. But it is so easy to the eye of an experienced forensic investigator. He or she will know. So maybe I am a Harry Potter fan, right? So my password might include words from the Harry Potter book, from the Harry Potter novel. So as an investigator, what I'm going to do, I'm going to extract the keywords from the Harry Potter novel, and then I'm going to start hitting the combinations of that. Maybe I'm reading Lord of the Rings, maybe I am watching some particular genre series on Netflix, and my watch history, or maybe my flavor, or maybe my posters are oriented towards a particular theme. So all of these things are very, very important. They are like gold to a forensic investigator. And I would ask you and implore you to think about the passwords which you have for your own systems. Like, you must be having passwords which are related to your personal details, and that is very easy to crack. That is not difficult to crack. And many a times the social engineering means are used to crack such passwords. Social engineering is a word which you might have heard in a lot of contexts, because it can be used for hacking purposes, it can be used for a myriad of reasons. People forage information to sell their products, to find out the targeted audience. A lot of things are there. If you're looking at dogs photos or cats photos on Instagram, it is obvious that they're going to show you the ads which are for pets products, right? So social engineering is used in a lot of different ways, and now these days we just go around and giving our information for free. ये भी जान लो, ये भी बता दिया, ये भी बता दिया, which is not needed. Like, there was this recently a case where a student was there, this individual, not sure, there might be a student, that person was really young. So they put up a photo of their location, and they were alone in their house with her grandmother, and she just uploaded the photo that nights out with my granny and I'm alone, like that. And the account was public, and someone who was nearby, they might have seen it. They attacked the house, they stole everything which was there, and they hit them on the head and they went. So that was the open invitation, right? That is also a socially engineered attack which happened on the victim. So it is not always a good thing to release or to give out your information in real time. Maybe you can save it and do that later on. Maybe you can go on your trip and then share the information. But we are very much impulsive when it comes to the social aspects, and that is why social engineering is a very, very interesting and very broad context, I would say, which is used for a lot of reasons. क्योंकि इसी means से हम बहुत सारी information बाहर देते हैं, and this is the exact means which can be used to dig out different aspects, different keywords which can be used for your password. So as a forensic investigator, first you are going to think about the person at hand. You're going to directly ask them. If you don't get the password, then you're going to look at the environment कि how can I confine my password hitting strategy, right? You're going to dig that information using the socially engineered means, and there is no one particular way to do it. It just depends on the wisdom of the forensic investigator. As it is written here, it just needs some thought, time, and lots of work. So this thought is the wisdom part. As an investigator, you have to really think like a mastermind कि क्या password हो सकता है, and then you're going to hit it by using all of the tools which are available. So this was first means to reverse or crack a password. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comment box below. I would be happy to answer them. And in the next video, we are going to talk about the resetting or removing of the BIOS password, because most of the times you will not find the victim or the culprit at scene or at hand, and how to crack that password, how to crack the system's password at hand. So we're going to discuss that. Thank you very much.